you.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Oyinaya King David, and I am the lead Scrum Master for Team Eagles. So before I proceed with our presentation for tonight, I just want to say that before we were onboarded, I was very anxious. I was very nervous about how this project was going to go. But I think because of the wonderful people that were on my team, I was able to familiarize with myself with everyone, and we were able to get on well. So before I proceed with our ADM lead who will be taking us, I just want to say, please sit back and enjoy our presentation. Thank you. So, Nena, please, are you there, Nena, please?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Can we move to the next slide, please? Thank you.
Yes. Next one.
Yes, please. Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Nena Ibuzome. I'm the ADM stroke PM for the Eagles team. And my presentation will go as does. It will mostly cover the achievements, our challenges and impediments, and then we'll be marking the end of sprint 0 and the beginning of sprint 1. So for us, we commenced with onboarding. Our onboarding was basically everyone getting to know each other and our roles. Apart from that, during onboarding, we had a lot of people joining midway that were a bit lost. So we tried to carry everyone along so that we all know what we're doing. With the ADM, we're just two of us, myself and Adeyemi. I'm the lead in this bit of it. And we try to enable each other in terms of covering the various aspects that we needed to cover. The team's updated list was also sent in, and we used that to set up our team organogram, which was successful for the team, so that everybody is aware of their various roles and what we're supposed to be doing in terms of activities. We used our daily stand-up to ensure that we communicated more, we engaged more, got to know each other more, and it was quite active. We just had one or two absent cases where people were really ill and couldn't attend. But other than that, it was a very good stand-up because it got us engaged. For escalation and other impediments that were brought to my attention by the Scrum Master lead, this was also escalated to the management and we're able to sort them out. Other impediments that we did encounter, my colleagues would also speak on them. For the trainings, the PM and the ADM, we attended a couple of trainings, the Scrum ceremonies. We're also participating in our PM Guild, where we are currently running two different projects. So we have the MentorSkid project of the Eagles team and the Oracle HCM project. So for the MentorSkid, we're currently running using the Agile framework and values, and also the Agile methodology and process. The whole idea is to ensure that we deliver a working software for the Eagles team. While for the Oracle HCM, we are basically focusing on the waterfall, and we believe that at the end of the sprints, we'll be able to deliver an increment that is worthwhile. Now, for the project mandate for the Eagles, we followed up, the ADMs followed up with the product owner to ensure that the release was done. And once we got the project mandate, we had to engage a kickoff meeting with the team. Now, our project mandate is basically to create a web initiative development where we're to create a platform, a dynamic platform for mentors and mentees to engage. Now, the essence of this was that for the mentors to be able to choose the desired, for the mentees to be able to choose the desired mentors, and the mentors are able to showcase their expertise while earning fees for it as well. So this is ongoing as Sprint 0 comes to an end and Sprint 1 comes into light. But the whole essence is for us to be able to deliver this increment within 3 months. which we plan to do. And we also plan to do this by ensuring that we engage properly. So our kickoff meeting was engaged immediately once this project mandate was released. And at the kickoff meeting, what we did was to ensure that everybody understood their roles so that we could prevent scope creep. That's one. And also to ensure that there's no gold plating of any kind. So at the kickoff meeting, the importance of collaboration was emphasized, such that everybody was clear that the essence of engaging properly was for clarity and transparency, and also for us to understand that the Scrum framework and values were to be employed, and the Agile methodology was also to be employed. Now, aside that, we also established a clear channel to be used, and also to understand the tools that will be used. So we've all identified that we'll be using our Azure project board as a tool. We'll be using the MS Teams and the shared sheets as well as tools for us to all be on the same page in terms of progress reports. At the end of the kickoff meeting, we all agreed that what our DOD will be. We defined that as well. All that you'll see when my colleagues come up. And also, we also defined our team charter as well. And with that comes the end of what the ADMs and the PMs had done. For us, as we speak, Sprint Zero comes to an end, and our project status currently is green. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Nina, for that. This is our project team organogram. And before I proceed with what the SMs did, I just want to say thank you once again, Nina. So for Sprint Zero, what we did collectively as SMs, we made sure we came together, we discussed the project mandates, we made sure to share responsibilities between ourselves. I will share the rest of the team members that we did this together with on the next slide. So the next thing we did was we made sure to establish a role lead, which was me. So I volunteered to be the lead Scrum Master, and then we proceeded. Another activity we made sure to include was we another activity we did during Sprint Zero rather was we facilitated daily stand-ups, and we made sure to share this responsibility with others, not just one Scrum Master, not just one Scrum Master was taking the daily stand-up. It wasn't consistent. We made sure to share it between ourselves. Another activity we did during Sprint Zero was we attended our trainings, which was we also had our topic meetings for just the Scrum Masters, which were the Scrum ceremonies, the setting up of Azure board, how to use Azure board and the likes. So the next thing we made sure to do was we organized role and team meetings. So we made sure that role each role knew that okay, they had a should I call it a safe space like teams to go and share what they need to do, share what they have to do, to just drop excuse me, to just drop what they have come together to compile. So we made sure to let them know that okay, you can go on Teams and just kick off a meeting, talk to yourselves, and then when you're done with that, just drop what you have done and then refer back to us. So the next thing we did was we established team meetings with our team meetings, like a general meeting, and we also established meetings with our PO.
10
So
minutes
we
gone.
made
You
sure
have 10
to
minutes left.
we made sure to meet up with our PO to discuss our project mandates, which was we talked about okay, how are the BAs going to do this? How are the DAs, the QAs, and the Scrum Masters going to proceed? And what we also did was we made sure to agree on we made sure to come to terms on working agreement. So one of the things we did here was that we said that, okay, if you're not available to join the daily
Sorry,
standard
1
talk.
minute. You've already got
Sorry.
half of your minute off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and you've not
Yes,
actually touched everything. Yeah. Please, you need
yes.
to ensure that you, and
Yes.
do it faster,
Yes,
please.
apologies. Yes. So the next thing we did was we made sure to set up and configure our team project board, and we made sure to also onboard every team members on that. The impediments we came across were access to tools. Some team members said that they could not access their Azure DevOps and Teams. Made sure to escalate that to the necessary channels. Another was the change of emails, and some team members were also not on. Some team members were also not available. And this is another slide. We made sure to create a project a project plan, so that we know what SMs have done what, and to also keep the SMs accountable and just know what we've done. And this is also a screenshot of what we've done on our boards, our onboarding team, where we onboarded our team members, our project details, and our board as well. So I'll be calling on the BA lead to proceed with their presentation. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, my name is Ola Dele, and I'll be speaking for the BAs on the Eagle Squad. Please take the next slide. So our team actually just basically worked on some of the deliverables we actually listed before the sprint started, and then worked on the project team organogram. I'll try to be as fast as I can. Please, the next slide. And these are the names of the business analysts on our team. And please, next slide. Yeah, we worked on our parametrics. I was able to, the BAs were able to meet, and we actually decided on how we are going to arrange the parametrics, and this is what we came up with. Please, next slide. Okay, I don't know why the RACI chart is not showing. Please, next slide, please. So yes, this is our use case for the Mentor Skid website. This is just a basic flow chart of a basic flow of how the website is going to be working for the identified users, which are the mentors and the mentees. And we're able to identify how this website is going to actually help both sides. And we actually knew how each mentor, both the mentor and the mentees will be able to navigate on this website. Please, next slide. Yeah, we worked on our project charter. This is the details of how the project is going to go. And we have our start date, which was when we were onboarded on January 14th. And our end date is expected to be in the next 3 months, in 3 months from the beginning, which is 12th of April. And then all the details as well we uploaded on the project charter. Please, next. Yeah, actually, the things we worked on were quite a lot, but then the main things which worked on was brainstorming for our project mandates and finding out what our deliverables would be. We developed our use case, created use case diagram. We updated our product roadmap, populated the project team charter as you've seen in the previous slide. We developed the power interest matrix for the sprint, which we showed you. We formulated our RACI chart. We don't know why that's not coming up now. We updated the weekly report as well. And then we created a project charter. Please, next slide. Yes, this is this is a picture of what we did on our user story. We were able to identify our acceptance criteria, and we actually added additional information using the wireframe. We actually had a little bit issue with working with the Azure DevOps at first, but then we were able to get through it, and we worked towards it. And then our mentor was able to guide us through and help us to understand the details that should be included in our acceptance criteria. Please, next slide. These are the roles and responsibilities that we came up with that us BAs will be using during this project. These are the list of things we know we have to be responsible for, and we have to be dedicated to achieving them. Please, next slide. And the impediments we went through during the course of this sprint were access to the needed tools. We didn't get the Azure DevOps set up on time because of some issues. And then also there was one week we had a little bit of issues, but then we were able to get them working and actually worked quickly on them. And then the last impediment is the unavailability of our team role members. Some of our role members were not available during the times we had meetings to update our boards, work on our deliverables. So that was the only things that we. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Oladile. Next we'll be having our data analyst. Please proceed.
Thank you, King David. Good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me okay. So my name is Juliet Adeoye, and I'll be speaking on behalf of the data analyst of Eagle Squad. Next slide, please. So I'll start off with just giving us a brief overview of who a data analyst is. Simply put, a data analyst is the person who is responsible for preparing, modeling, analyzing, preparing visualization, and also managing data. So all we work with is data, and we do all of this to make sure that the data is well presented to our stakeholders. Next slide, please. During the Sprint Zero, as data analysts in conjunction with the other team members, these were the sessions, the general sessions that we attended, the Scrum ceremonies, team charter, the setup of the Azure DevOps board, which we are now onboarded, and also we had a few sessions on CV surgery. And next slide, please. Speaking about role-specific sessions that we have attended, so we've attended the introduction to the Power BI, where we had a bit of a lecture on data analysis. We've also had a session on the Tableau, where we were able to do a live session to download the software, which all the data analysts that were around during the session were able to download. We also had a trial run of importing and visualization of data. And I'll show you in the next couple of slides what the trial run looks like. So this is a screenshot, excuse me, a screenshot of some of the visualizations that we came up with during the live session. Next one, please. And more screenshot using the category and color functions within the Tableau software. And now going to our contributions to the team project. So we made sure to attend the daily stand-ups during when they were scheduled. We also made sure to attend the team meetings, which included the project mandate kickoff with our PO and also the ADM mentor, where the project mandate was laid out and we were able to receive some useful guidance on how to proceed with our project. We were also available as DAs to support the SMs and BAs during their deliverables. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we'll be having our QA, or we'll be having our QA to speak on their presentation.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please proceed.
Okay, good evening. My name is Ogunyemi Esther, and I'll be speaking on behalf of the QAs. Next slide, please. Although there hasn't really been much done on the QA aspect, but I'm going to talk about the software tester, which is a professional responsible for evaluating and testing software applications to ensure that they meet quality standards and functions as intended. So, roles of a software tester, it includes documentation, test planning, defect identification and reporting, test case designs, and test execution and requirement analysis. Next slide, please. Although in QA, there are different aspects of testing softwares. We have the developers, some professional testers also. So one with the performance testing skills, and other might be assisted, might be needed to assist with acceptance testing. Next slide, please. The skills a good software tester should have. We should have good technical skills, which are problem-solving skills that helps us use data and information to develop creative and rational solutions to problems. Then we should have good written and communication and good communication and good verbal communication. Then we should also be patient. with our colleagues, people we work with, and everyone around us. And we should also have technical skills. Next slide, please. Then the fundamental test process, which includes the test planning and control, test analysis and design, test implementation and execution, evaluating exit criteria and reporting, and then the test closure activities. Next slide, please. We were exposed to, these tools we would be exposed to are the Excel, the Jira, the Azure DevOps, the Confluence, the Java, Postman, MySQL, Cypress, Playwright. The only ones we've been exposed to in this Sprint Zero are just the Azure DevOps. But I guess the more we move on, the more we get exposed to other tools. Next slide,
Sorry,
please.
Ogiyemi, please, we have less than 2 minutes. Can you please just summarize?
Then the sessions we'll be attending are the daily stand-ups, our team meetings, then the other general classes like the Scrum Ceremonies workshop, the team chatters. Then our role-specific class was the manual testing, which was handled by Yemi. Then the impediments that we have.
Please carry on.
The impediments we have is unavailability of other role members of QA, other
Yes.
QA members.
Thank you very much. So sorry for interrupting. We just have to, with our time. Cybersecurity, please, can we have you up next? Very, very quickly.
Good
Just
evening,
summarize
everyone.
what you've done.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Saidi Adepoju. I'm standing in as the team lead for cybersecurity. Basically, for Sprint Zero, we were introduced to the concept of cybersecurity, the fundamentals of cybersecurity and networking. Cybersecurity, as defined by Kaspersky 2024, is about is the practice of defending computers, servers, mobile devices, electronic systems, network, and data from malicious attacks. The benefit of cybersecurity includes data protection, compliance, risk mitigation. The roles of security operations centered analyst includes performance evaluation, incidents reporting, and the likes. Please go to the next slide. I have little time left. The tools we were exposed to during the Sprint Zero session was Cisco Packet and Tracer and Azure DevOps setup. These are the more like the pictures from the two softwares we were exposed to. Please, the next slide, please. Then we also had a session with about networking. We have different type of networks and networking like LAN, local area network, WAN, and wide area network, MAN, and the likes. Then tasks done during the Sprint Zero includes attending meetings initiated by the product owner and the Agile delivery manager mentor related to what is expected of us as a team members and ways to go about our project mandate and strategy we need to employ to get the result done, the goal achieved rather. And also we attend meetings set up by other team members to keep up with the progress of work done for the sprint. And also we attended cybersecurity sessions and asked questions in great areas for clarity. Also, we also attended daily stand-ups for all roles to keep ourselves abreast of what we've learned and what we intend to do going forward. Also, we experienced some impediments during the Sprint Zero, which includes the Azure DevOps setup account. For some of us, we're not able to have access to the Azure DevOps interface, and also some of us also had issues with the installation of the Cisco Packet Tracker. But as time goes by, before they had a session with James, we're able to resolve those issues. Those are basically what we had during the Sprint Zero. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you guys very much. Sorry for exceeding our time. We apologize, but we've now come to the end of our presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Team Eagle. Well done, everyone. I'll reserve my comment and comment my reserve, but really well done. At some point, especially towards the beginning and cool, I was very tempted to say what I said to the last set, that maybe we should just end the call and graduate all of you, come and be going, so but let's just be patient. Let's see what other people have for us. So team, you can stop sharing now. Thank you very much for moderating, King David. So Elliot, are you ready to share your screen? Please go ahead. So the chat box is full.
Your time start now.
Wait, please let them share their screen.
Okay.
Please, the next thing, please be careful at the start. Let me pause the recording, sorry.
So, Ebele, would you like to go first?
So this is 2038.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Abarachi Ebele. I'm for cyber security. I'm presenting for cyber security Sprint Zero. This presentation was prepared by Abarachi Ebele and Adakwa Rita. Next slide, please. What is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is a field in IT that is dedicated to protection, simply protection. It involves implementing measures to ensure confidentiality, integrity, availability of data in digital realm. Next slide, please. Next, please. We have some benefits when it comes to cybersecurity. They include the protection of organizations from internal threats. Internal threats could be from employees as well, maybe due fraud, due non-contentment with whatever they have from the company. It also maintains and improves business productivity, maintains brand trust. When you have a secured network, when you have a secure, have lots of customers' data, so you don't get to be sued for anything at all. It also helps reduce expenses. Next slide, please. Why do we need cybersecurity? Next slide. We need cybersecurity for proactively work to prevent threats through internal hacking and working with IT. That's information technology. Conducting periodic security audits, protect computers and network systems. Next, please. Next slide. We have responsibilities of the Cyber Security Operations Center, the SOC. What do these people do? The SOC analysts are responsible for the investigation of potential incidents, coordinating an incident response, that is emergency response where there is threat to data, when you detect any kind of fraud, vulnerability management, risk management, maintain data and monitor security access, manage network intrusion detection system, perform security audits, analyzing data breaches, knowledge of security policies, that is compliance and standards, compliance with standards, administration of network firewalls, and then good communication, so that you put everyone abreast of what security entails. Next slide, please. We have tools used by security analysts. Some of the tools include penetration test tools, network intrusion detection system. We have the antivirus software. We have the encryption tools and security information and event management. Next slide, please. There are bases of networking. What are these bases of networking? First of all, what is even networking? It is a process that connects everyone, everything, devices, system, networks on the internet together. A collection of two or more computers, servers, mainframes, network devices, and other devices connected to one another to share data, resources, and then services. Now, these networks has to be secured. Why are we securing this network? To ensure these components, hardware, software, protocols, encryptions, are configured according to standards and procedures that establish the security of data, information, and resources, so that it will not be compromised by hackers. Next slide, please. Next slide. Some of these network devices used, we have the hubs, we have our switches, we have our routers, and so on. And then we also work with some network protocols, which are, what are these protocols? These network protocols are languages computers understand when communicating to each other. These protocols are established set of rules that determine how the data is transmitted between different devices in the same network. Now, trying to practicalize this, we had to come up with a software called Packet Tracer software. Now, using this Packet Tracer software, some of us experienced a lot of setback trying to install, although most of us, I think all of us actually got it right eventually. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Now, these routers and hubs and switches, what do they do? When you're using the Packet Tracer helps you to connect these different devices. Because they are not the same, you need some tools, some materials to be able to connect it so that they'll communicate. By doing this, we are configuring these devices so that they'll be able to understand their language and communication will take place. Next slide, please. So that communication will take place. We also looked at the networking components. How is it done? We look at our system.
Your time should be up now. You've used.
Next role, are you?
Yes. So my name is Akia Bello. I am one of the ADMs at in the elite group. So the project we're currently working on is called MentorSkid Elite Project Report. And as an ADM/PM, we're working on different projects, the Agile project and a waterfall project. So in this sprint, what we've been able to do is we're working on our MentorSkid project, which is to create a website for the mentorskid.com, which is an educational platform where mentors can be connected to mentees. So currently our BAs are currently working on gathering the requirements and writing user stories and acceptance criteria. The budget at the moment is to be confirmed. Also, like I said earlier, we're working on 2 different projects, which is the Agile project and the Waterfall project. The Waterfall project is Project Oracle, which is where we're moving our a legacy system to a cloud-based system called Oracle, which would allow the company to save details of their personnel accurately. On this project, we are working with other PMs, DMs, mentors, and bodies. Budget for this project is to be confirmed, and the time frame for both projects, the Agile project and the Waterfall project, is 3 months. Our team formation, the formation for our team is we've got 4 ADMs/PMs, we've got 4 Scrum Masters, 11 business analysts, 5 quality assurance, 3 data analysts, and 2 cybersecurity. What we've achieved so far in our team is, for this sprint, we've been able to seamlessly onboard our team members. We've been able to work closely with Scrum Masters to make sure that our members are able to access the Azure board. We've created a wiki page with our project mandates and the names of our team members. We've also been able to set up our project board. On Project Oracle, we've worked on implementation with other PAs, ADMs, mentors, and bodies, and we've been able to meet with the product owner, where we've been able to gather requirements. We've collected samples of documents from every team members. This is for the Waterfall project, and then we've been able to fill our project charter template, the RACI form, which entails likely risk and issues we might face while working on this project. The impediments we faced, the SM, some of our SMs had issues logging into the admin portal due to location. They were locked out of the system. The password wasn't right, and we escalated this to the right people, and we were able to solve this issue, but it took us a bit of time, so we weren't able to set up our bot quickly, but we eventually did that. Also, the other impediment we faced was some of our team members weren't able to log in. They didn't get our invite, so we've had to like invite them multiple times, but thankfully we've been able to solve that issue. Okay, so what we are looking to achieve is that we're looking to seamlessly
5 minutes gone.
Sorry?
5 minutes gone. 5 minutes gone.
Okay, what we're looking to do right now is that we're looking to seamlessly implement the website for Mentorskate, seamlessly implement the Oracle HCM system, and also we want to be able to migrate data from legacy system to Oracle accurately. So that's the end of that. Now I'll go to our DAs. Our DA would be Monday. Is it there? No. Yeah. Okay. Monday, are you there?
Yes. Okay. So good evening, everyone. So this is my name is Daniel. You could call me Monday, either of the two. So I'll just be talking on our demo sprint 0 for DAs, and what we basically did was just the next slide. What we basically did was just the introduction to data analysis, which involves making use of raw data, turning them into useful information to make an informed decision. Then we also add a team charter, which has to do with setting rules and regulations as regards to everybody complying to rules, amongst other things. Same as elicitation of requirements, which the BAs explained that it has to do with the requirements needed for a project to be achieved. And we did Azure board setup, which we got to get signed up on, although it took a while because they were back and forth with issues with setting up. Then we had the Power BI, which is one of the tools of data analysis, which has to do with helping to convert raw data into visualizations and other forms of presentation. Same as Tableau, which is also similar to Power BI. Then we had meetings with the team, which was daily stand-ups, and we also got to meet our mentors who will be guiding us through the process of our training. So I think that's basically what we had as DAs. So this is just an example of the Azure board we got to sign up to. So I think that's just basically all for the DAs.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Monday. So now we're going to go to our BAs. Wrong slide. Oh yeah. Now we're going to go to our BAs. Oladipupo, it's your next. Sorry, can you guys see my screen?
Not yet.
Now, what about now?
Yes, we can see.
Okay.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Oladipupo MIO, and I'm the BA lead for Team Elite. So what we've learned so far as a BA, we've learned who is a business analyst, and this is someone who interprets, document business process, product, service, and software through the analysis of data. We've also learned skills that are needed by a business analyst, working, enjoying writing, problem solving, communicating in clear terms, and being creative and not afraid of change. Please, the next slide. Some tools that will be used as a business analyst will just been onboarded on Balsamiq, and we are going to be using Visio, Figma, Azure DevOps, and Wireframe. Next slide. As a business analyst, we've learned about comments, elicitation, and techniques, and these are some of the processes for comment gathering and also the techniques. for gathering requirements, identifying the relevant stakeholders. We also learned about creation of user stories and acceptance criteria using the Gherkin syntax. And these are the formats for the user story as I want to, and so that the next slide, please. Our contribution, I don't know why the next slide is not showing. Our contribution towards our project mandate, we've been able to meet with our PO, and we've elicited some criteria, and we've already developed the user story and acceptance criteria, but we're yet to put those stories on our backlog because we've just been onboarded on Azure DevOps. I think that's all for now for the POs.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Oladipupo. That's all for Team Elites. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Biodun, and I'm one of the Scrum Master. And I'm here to present Team Legend summary of Sprint Zero. On the Team Legend list, we've got a list of people that will be presenting tonight. The ADM is going to be Adedeji, PA Damilola, and QA is going to be Augusta, DA is Albert, and cybersecurity is going to be Moses. So this is our team members, a screenshot of our team members on board. And I'm going to pass it to Adedeji to present.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Adedeji Shiloton. As the ADM PM on this project, I would quickly like to take us through what we've gone through as a unit, as a department, as a team. To start with, as we know that one key important fact is that a project gets started with the project mandate. So I'm just going to go quickly on the MentorSkate project and as well the Oracle HCM project. To start with, I'll go first with the MentorSkate, which is a project that is aimed in alignment with the client's vision, which is the MentorSkate Web Development Initiative, which is tasked with creating a dynamic online platform for empowerment of both mentors and mentees. So in this project, which is expected to use the agile delivery method, we are aimed at making sure that we have web development for mentors and mentees, and to move from what we refer to as the transformation of the relationship between the mentors and the mentees, basically. And secondly, we have the HCM project, which is aimed at implementing the human capital management onboarding of centralized system to implement a user-friendly interface for Blue Sky interns to store information for interns. So basically what we are doing in all of this is to make sure that as a team, we come up with a workable plan for our initiation project stage. First of all, we have the 4 strategy document, the risk, quality, configuration, and communication management. We have the business case document, which is the responsibility of the executive, and the projects plan, which is the responsibility of the PM, ADM on this project. And we've got the product description, which is expected to go on our Azure DevOps board from the department of the BA. And likewise, we have the project control describing how the project will be controlled. And finally, on that list, we have roles and responsibility and project management team structure. So as a team, we've been able to come up with a time frame where we expected to meet and discuss the mandates in details. So away from that, we have key roles as stated from 1 to 5 on this board. We have the project sponsor, which is going to be taking charge with the oversight and funding. And we've got the project manager, such as myself and Max, who are entitled to have the project planning coordination. And we've got the stakeholders who are expected to go with engagement with the product owner and the other stakeholders involved on this project. And we've got the subject matter experts and project team who are strictly involved in the execution and collaboration of the project. So at this stage, I'll hand over back to Biodun to take charge of the necessary trainings and impediments we encountered in the whole of this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adedeji.
Thank you. That's a good time management.
So with this, my name is Biodun, as I previously stated. I'm one of the Scrum Masters, and this is just a typical framework of what a Scrum Master does. And so with the Scrum team, we create values according to Ken and Jeff. We create values in each sprint. We are self-managing. We decide who does what, when, and how. The Scrum Master summary, sprint 0. So we had our daily stand-up, and before the daily stand-up started, we got to meet with our team, and they were all onboarded. So we got to know each other and what we've done. And also during the daily stand-up, we asked, depending on what we did last, we asked if there was any impediment, and also we escalated issues regarding the teams and the Azure DevOps to the right channel, to the admin. And also we've set up the Azure DevOps, Azure board, and also the team charter, which is yet to be completed because we're still trying to meet up with the team. And so the screenshot follows. So it's just a screenshot of what our board looks like, the project mandates, and this is just what it is. The project details, and then we've got the team configuration. We've got the screenshot of the Azure board. The stories has already been populated in, which the BA will talk about in a minute. And also we've got a team legend wiki. It's just a screenshot, and the team charter, which is yet to be completed. So we're going to have a meeting to discuss this further. And we've got the retrospective as well, a screenshot, and I'm going to pass on to Damilola, who will be she will be presenting for business analyst.
Good time management as well.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Damilola. I will be representing Team Legend BA. Next slide, please. Okay, we are sending the mandate on behalf of the BAs. We received the mandate and we look at it together, and we schedule a meeting with the PO. And when she gave us the elicitation requirements, we had a meeting with her. She gave us all the requirements needed for the stories and acceptance criteria. So we're able to curate landing page on the board and also the features. Due to the fact that most of us was unable to get on the board, we couldn't add our stories on time, but we did that yesterday. And we also had meeting again this evening with the PO concerning the story that has been populated on the board and some of the adjustments. Can you go to the next slide, please? Hello. Okay, this is the project mandate. We are expected to create a platform that empowers both the mentor and the mentee to encourage meaningful mentorship experience. The mandate requested that we should create a landing page that is not functional, static. Next slide. Every member of BA were on the board
Sorry,
yesterday
apologies.
trying
Please, could you go back to the previous
to
slide?
populate
Apologies.
the board. We enter our stories, the acceptance criteria, and we
Do you want me to go back to the next slide?
tasks
Could you go to the previous
were
slide?
assigned
Dami, 1 minute.
to
Damilola,
individuals,
Damilola,
and
just a
everyone
minute.
tried as much as possible to carry out their
Just because the time is passing.
Hi, Damilola.
Go ahead, Damilola.
Okay. Yes, this part of the features concerning our user stories. So we've been able to enter the user story description and other additional information needed on the board. Although it still needs some corrections and adjustments, which we tried working on it tonight, but due to the meeting, we had to conclude on that, and probably we'll go back to it and rectify any other thing needed to be corrected. Next slide, please.
You want me to go on the next slide?
Yes, please do. This has to do with the epic and the features containing the header, the banner, and the footer. So some of our achievements for the Sprint Zero, we were able to have our trainings on elicitation requirements. We were able to meet with our mentors, and they're always available to put us through. We had several meetings with the PO. She gave us the requirements for the Sprint Zero. We were able to do our stories refinements, and we also had the opportunity to populate the board. So some of our challenges, there was delay in adding team members on the board, and I think we still have some of the BAs that are yet to be added to the board, and BAs are yet to be assigned to the board. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Quality assurance, Augusta.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Augusta. I'm here to represent my role, the quality assurance team. This evening, I would like to make just a little presentation of what we've been taught in Sprint Zero. First of all, we've been onboarded on the Azure DevOps and also on the Microsoft. And from there, we had an introductory class where our teacher enlightened us on software testing, who is a tester, the steps to testing, what to be tested, and the basic guidelines to testing. We are also exposed to what to do and what not to do in the process of testing, and also the strategies to look at for why testing products or services. So it was very nice in the first sprint, the Sprint Zero, and we hope to get more knowledge as we go ahead. And also some of the challenges we have is on the onboarding. Some people are complaining about their Azure DevOps stuffs, but we've reported to the Scrum Master for the escalation. So we hope everything gets better in Sprint 1. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Augusta. My name is Albert. I'll be speaking on behalf of the data analytics of my group. Okay, so next slide, please, Biodo. Okay, so in our demo sprint, with the stakeholders, we passed through the forming, storming, and the numbing stages, and we are gradually getting into the performing stage. And our daily stand-up kept improving day in, day out. And the DA we have access to the board now, and we can see all other team members as well. And we're able to have meetings with our mentor, and we talked briefly on how to achieve the
projects going forward. Next slide, please. Okay, and during the course of our sprint demo, we delved a bit into Power BI, which is a business analytics tool by Microsoft. Power BI is a strong tool that supports data transformation and modeling, visualization, having dashboards, data analytics, and reporting. And all of these things is actually to help organizations make business improving decisions for their business. Next slide, please. And then going forward, we delved a bit into Power BI, which is a stronger and advanced analytic tool also. You can see a pictorial image representing the Tableau desktop and having different subunits, the Tableau public, the Tableau server, the online, and the Tableau reader as well. Basically, the Tableau is an advanced analytic tool also that's helped in a lot of analysis, be it in the education sector, in the financial sector, hospitality sector, name it, many sectors as well. So thank you very much. That'll be all from the DA part.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening. My name is Moses. I will be representing the cybersecurity for Team Legend. Just by way of definition as to what and why we need cybersecurity. So essentially, cybersecurity simply refers to the practice of protecting system, network, data, program from any form of digital attack, damage, or unauthorized access. So essentially, the pillars of cybersecurity, it rally around three components, which is confidentiality, integrity, and availability of data in all of these ways as seen in this pictorial diagram: infrastructure, network security, cloud security, data security and prevention, application security, information security, and end users. Next slide, please. And as to the roles of Cybersecurity Operations Center SOC analyst, they are listed here. Monitoring security infrastructure, incident response, vulnerability assessment, security incidents analysis. 5, security awareness training. 6, security policy enforcement, threat intelligence analysis, log analysis, security tool management. Security incidents, documentation, collaboration with IT team, and continuous improvement. Next slide, please. And also some basic concepts and terms of networking. I wouldn't necessarily go through them all, but I mean, they're just there for the scene. Next slide, thank you. So as to this internship, so far, we've been exposed to the Cisco Packet Tracer, which is a networking tool, experienced a few challenges in the practical lab. Some of us were unable to walk through, the demonstration as it was being carried on because maybe we, at that point, were using only a single screen. The video is there for us to watch and to be able to have a hands-on and practice even more, and to help us understand more of the concept of networking. And still to come is the Azure DevOps. Well, I've put a question mark there. I'm under the impression that it's supposed to be a CM tool, that's security incidents and events management tool. And as for the other tools, I'll leave that for my guys at the top to let us know when the time comes. As to the general challenges that we experience in the course of Sprint 0, there's no need going over them again, as the BAs and all the other rules have already highlighted them. So thank you very much. That's the end of my presentation.
Thank you, Moses. I just want to say in summary, we've all been able to meet with our mentors, and they've been so helpful, and they've guided us through this process. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much. My name is Abimbola Luoye, and I'm presenting for Optimite. I'm the Scrum Master in Optimite, the servant leader facilitating that, one of the servant leader in Optimite that facilitates the team's development. So the first thing we're showing that is here is in our presentation is the team members. We have about 29 people in the team, consisting of SMBAs, QAs, and one DA, and ADM, and cybersecurity, and so those are the people in the team. The next slide. Okay, this is about the SM. Like I said earlier, what we do is to facilitate the meetings in the team. And then we try to help the team members do coaching if there is need, help in the escalations, and also coordinate between the product owner and the development team, and the development team. So so far we have only done, we're in sprint, we just ended sprint 0, and so far these are the things we've done. We started with a meeting with all the team members, with our stakeholders first. Then the team members in Optimite team, we got to know each other, discussing what we have done, what next to be done. When we have impediments, we discuss it in our stand-up meeting, that's in our daily stand-up meeting. And if we have any issues, maybe with the systems, we discuss it in our team, and then, we escalate to the admin team. Then we're able to set up our Agile board, and we're able to set up the Agile board. We're able to do everything that needs to be done. And right now, the BAs are also ready. They have not set up the Agile board, and we put in all the things they need to put there, but we have set up the Agile board. The names, all the team members are already onboarded. And then there's only one impediment that we have. We've escalated it, and we hope to resolve it. So these are the things we did on our Agile board, trying to get all the commitments. We did everything. We're able to set it up, and then also, like I said that we have added all the team members. We have 28 members in the team, remaining just one team member that is yet to be added. So over to Ian to present.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Abimbola, and thank you for the entire team. Before I say what is on my presentation, let me just make preambles to that. This project is running from the 6th of January to 12th of April. We estimate the budget to be about $500,000. Of course, this is in due reflection of the inflation and the wages that is going up. The mandate, we discussed the mandate which was given to us. We have been given to develop a website where mentees can book a mentoring session with their mentors. Let me start with the stand-up. The stand-up has been going very well. I've been attending every stand-up of the team, and I like the collaboration, the understanding, and the protocol that has been there. We intend to use the Agile and Waterfall framework, but mainly we will slide mostly on the Agile because of the project that we are doing. Of course, of the impediments, we know that one of our department has been struggling, but they are doing very well, the QM, and they'll be presenting on this forum very soon. Now, let me just come close to what you see on the screen there. This is what mostly the department of the PM and the DM have done since we started. We were the first team probably to present the Azure DevOps that is with Abimbola, which just finished up. We attended the first PM presentation, which was done by Ayo Kogi, which was fantastic. We're also working on the assignment of a Prince 2 training assignment, which is due this week. Also, we were also a part of the BA meeting. We've been attending a BA meeting, which was hosted yesterday by Mr. Maru. Also, the cybersecurity team has been doing fantastic, doing their meetings. Like yesterday, they did their initiation project yesterday. So those are some of the few things that is happening in the team. I like the gelling and the understanding and the opportunity. Everyone, they are giving themselves, and we've been having meetings when they're required, and the attendance has been very good. That's what I can say about the team. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Adilo Abamdele, and I'm going to be representing the business analysts team of Optimite. So it's been, can you hear me, please?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
All right, thank you. So it's been an intense sprint for us, and but we are learning and we are doing. So basically, the first 2 weeks rather, we had an introduction of the team. We had a Scrum ceremonies, and we were able to get onboarded, get to learn about Azure DevOps, and then we did our personal development. That was for the first week. Then the second week, we got to have a meeting with our mentors. Then we received lectures on elicitation of requirements and how we can elicit requirements with the PO. Then receive lecture on how we can put our user stories on the Azure DevOps. So we had a meeting that's the last week of the sprint. We had a meeting with our PO where we were able to receive the mandate, and we had to elicit requirements with the PO. Then we created our user stories and acceptance criteria to be able to put on the backlog on the Azure DevOps. Next slide, please. Okay, so the mandate basically is to create a website we call Mentors Kid. And basics of the website is to develop like a website where mentees can book a mentoring session with the mentor. And the purpose basically is to bridge knowledge gap between mentees and mentors, to enable users to sort through skills that can connect both the mentors and the mentees up together. Next slide, please. Okay, so basically, what is going to be our priority for the coming sprint? Our priority is going to be to design the logo page of the website, the header design, the footer design, and the main body design. All this needs to be put on the backlog of the Azure DevOps. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is like a representation of our user stories. Basically, we've not yet put it on the backlog on the Azure DevOps. We are going to do that tonight, but we had to use a Microsoft representation of it. We have here user story for the logos. We have user story for the header design. We have a user story for our footer. And we have user stories for our body design as well. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is visual representation of the boards, the backlogs on Azure DevOps, which we can see here the epic features and the backlog items. Thank you very much.
Dear, please.
All right, hello everyone. Good morning. I'm Aminat, and I'm excited to share some highlights from a recent project where I've utilized Tableau and Power BI to drive insights and decision making. So let's dive in. In this project, we aimed to analyze sales data to identify trends, patterns, and opportunities for optimization. My role as a data analyst involved leveraging Tableau and Power BI to visualize and analyze the data effectively. With Tableau, I created interactive dashboards that provided a comprehensive view of sales performance across different regions, products, and time periods. These dashboards allowed stakeholders to drill down into specific metrics and gain deeper insights into sales trends. For example, I was able to develop a sales performance dashboard that visualized key metrics such as revenue, units sold, and average selling price. So using Tableau's interactive features, stakeholders could filter the data by region, product category, or sales channel to identify areas of strength and weakness. In addition to Tableau, I was also able to utilize Power BI to complement my analysis. So with Power BI, I focused on data preparation and transformation. Can you go to the next slide, please? I focused on data preparation and transformation to ensure that my analysis was based on clean and reliable data. One key aspect of Power BI implementation was the creation of automated data pipelines to streamline the process of extracting, transforming, and loading data from multiple sources. This allowed me and my team members to maintain data integrity and ensure consistency across our analysis. One of the strengths of using both Tableau and Power BI was the seamless integration with other tools and platforms. I was able to integrate our visualization and dashboards directly into our company's internal portals, allowing stakeholders to access real-time insights with ease. Furthermore, collaboration was enhanced through features such as shared workspaces, like the Azure DevOps, and commenting functionalities. So enabling team members to collaborate on analysis and share insights in a collaborative environment. In conclusion, the implementation of Tableau and Power BI in this project had a significant impact on our ability to analyze sales data effectively and make data-driven decisions. By providing actionable insights in an intuitive and interactive manner, we were able to identify opportunities for growth and optimization. Looking ahead, we plan to further enhance our analytics capabilities by exploring advanced features in Tableau and Power BI, such as predictive analytics and machine learning integration. We're excited about the possibilities and the continued impact on our business. Thank you.
Cybersecurity, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Esther. Please go to the previous slide, please. In this sprint so far, we've looked at what cybersecurity is, why it's important. We look at the OSI model and the TCP and IP model and basis of networking. So should we all be worried about cyber attack? Yes, because we are all vulnerable to cyber attack as long as we're using our mobile devices, computers to connect to the internet. So all of us need to be aware of what's going on in the cyber world. So let me put it in simpler words. Cybersecurity is the practicing of protecting our systems, network, programs, and information from cyber attack. And how do we do this? If there's three things I want us to take out from this tonight is prevention, detecting and responding to cyber attacks. That is what cybersecurity is all about. And why is it so important? It's important because we want to keep safe from cybercrime. We want to restrict unauthorized access to our information. We want to prevent identity theft. We also want to defend our reputation. We don't want somebody to impersonate us online. So we need to be aware that there are cyber criminals out there, and it's very important for us to keep our data safe. So methods of protecting our data include encrypting sensitive data by using asymmetric or symmetric decryption and encryption to access our information. We can also improve our network security by using firewalls. We can also control our access by giving just access to people that need the sensitive information. We use our multi-factor authentication, use of strong passwords. Another thing is we can back up our data by storing our data in secure location in case there is events of any disaster, so we can quickly go back there and bring them back and restore the system back. We can also look at improving our physical security, not just the digital world, improving our physical security by using biometric authentication, installing security cameras, and the likes like that. We also look at the OSI and TCP/IP model, and that is just about telling us how internet connection works and so much. So can you still go back to the previous slide? I'm not done. No. Yeah, thank you. So we looked at the basis of networking as well. What is network? Is just simply connecting two or more devices together to share information and resources. And this includes us using the LAN, the WAN, the MAN, and the likes like that. And to bring everything alive, we were introduced to Cisco Packet Tracer, which was a very good tool. It's a networking and simulation tool that provides us with this realistic learning environment. We're able to see how to connect these things, even though some of us don't have access to servers, we don't have access to routers, but we can use this simulation tool to imitate real life situations. So if you go to the next slide, that's the screenshot of the Cisco Packet Tracer. So this is, in this particular scenario, we connected two pieces to a router, we configured it, we put the IP addresses, everything was there. We could troubleshoot the faults. For some people that weren't getting it, our instructor took us through everything. We're able to put the IP addresses, the gateway, everything, and it was really interesting to see how it works. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Cybersecurity, for that informative information. I'm Damilola Joshua Oyewole. I'll be presenting for the QA. As you can see in front of you, you can see 6 phases of software testing. We did be more than that, but basically we were taught in the QA class about different roles in software testing, objective, general testing principle. We have different roles, some of which are quality assurance, UAT tester, and others. We have general, we are taught general testing principle also, which is talking about testing shows the presence of bugs and why we do actually do testing. We are yet to embark on writing our test plan about this project for the group, because I also need to have the understanding of the requirement analysis of what the project is all about, which we believe that after writing our test plan, we are going to develop the case of what we need to test using the objective of the project. Then we will be able to, according to what we've been taught, we're able to test the project, the website at the right environment, on different environments, on different browsers, so that we'll be able to know that there's no bug and the project will be able to go scot-free without any error. Then we're able to present the next execution. Someone say something? Test execution of the project, and then we're able to conclude that yes, we have tested this project, we have checked that there is no bug, and the project can now go ahead for publishing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone, for that beautiful presentation. That is our presentation from Team Optimite. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Optimite. Thank you, everyone. So let me stop this recording